The lighting on my camera is good. It's not that bright in here. I've got the light turned off. This is indirect from other sources. And of course the TV. Um, oh, I'm allowed to make a video, baby. It's okay. Goodness. Um, Someone actually commented on a video I didn't expect anyone to even see. Hi there. Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh. What's wrong, little baby? What's wrong? What? Mm. Love you. How you doing? Meow. Meow. I'm doing meow. You're talking, so I'm talking. Time for face headbuttings, huh? Yes, you are. Lay back down, baby. It's okay. This is very typical. Try to make a video and lots of stuff interrupts. And it's not bad stuff. It's my friend talking to me and making me smile. And it's also my kitty being loving, headbutting me in the mouth, as you saw, which is nice. And I'm glad I got that on video. I'll definitely upload that part, I guess, at minimum. But yeah, I wanted to do basically a video reply to a commenter. Thank you for replying, or thank you for commenting, person. I forgot your name already. It doesn't really matter. I don't even know if you want acknowledgement, whatever. But they told me to look into grant writing, and I did. I Googled it and everything. But that was more out of courtesy. It's like look into X. There's a bigger problem. Like, yeah, I might be able to do that. I can write and stuff, but it's the capitalist American thing. Like grant writing is basically where you are a professional writer for a purpose. You're hired to write grant proposals for organizations. So it's like it's kind of like the opposite of writing ad copy. You're requesting, you're being like, it's kind of like ad copy in the sense that, you have to be all professional, PG-13 and obsequious and ring kissy and deal with all the same pressures of making a sell, only you're not selling a product, you're selling the value of your organization's functions for getting a grant, making a pitch. And no, don't stand there. He just wants to stand there and bathe, and he'll kick the mouse into the floor because my mouse is like suspended. My mouse pad is solid aluminum and it's suspended with a belt so that it kind of hangs over, but the belt is old. I mean, I wouldn't use a good one for this, so it's like all stretchy. And so the mouse pad is at a slight angle and it's designed to be smooth, so If he steps on the corner just so, or he kicks the mouse just so, it will go flying off into the floor. And this thing is a tank. It's like a $20 Amazon mouse, and it has hit that floor with sufficient force to knock the batteries out 100 times. I'm guessing over the course of like 5 years or something. I mean, but it still works. So yay! I learned not to do big expensive mice anymore. Not because of that, but just because they like, I used to be a Logitech fanboy. I mean, I've been into PC gaming forever, and when I was playing Total Annihilation, Logitech came out with a corded ball mouse, but it had the wheel, the scroll wheel. And I was like, that is hot shit. Dad, please buy, you know? And so eventually he did. He bought me the Logitech mouse with the wheel, and I loved the crap out of it. I used it. I'm sure it still works somewhere. I mean, those things, they were made like tanks. And so good introduction to Logitech mice, right? Up until then, it was all work surplus stuff, and that was like the first mouse I ever actively wanted. It looks like there's something on my face, but there's not. It's like, this hair is dark, this hair is white. Yes, hi. Oh, hi. Getting kisses. What? What do you want? I don't know. I have all the things. Think of something else. Oh. You smell good. You smell clean. You do. Clean baby. It's like, I should. I bathe all day. Your tail. So yeah, I was into the Logitech. Real good first experience, and pretty much for the rest of my life, whenever it was like, get a mouse, it was like, okay, we'll get a Logitech. And that ended with the MX Master. That mouse was like $100, and it was great. I liked it. Had the flingy wheel, which was cool, and it had a cool gold black aesthetic with like polygonal things for your thumb. I liked it a lot. I still like it. However, it died, and they replaced it, no problem. They were very good about that in the past. Stuff happens and they'll replace it. Then the one they sent me was refurbished, and it failed too very quickly. And so I'm like, guys, I'd like another one. And I was fine with that. I don't mind, but they hassled me. They were like, prove it and stuff. And I'm like, what do you think I'm doing? I'm trying to harvest mice from you? I'm not. I just want to use my mouse. So I proved it, and they sent it again, and then it died a third time. And I was like, guys, can you send me one that, isn't refurbished? Because, I mean, you're just recycling corpses. And they wouldn't do it. And I considered buying it again, but when I went to go buy it, the warranty was only a year instead of for life like it used to be. And I'm like, this thing is like $150 or something. I'm not paying that per year. And also there was the principle of, it's like they kind of called me a liar, and I didn't like that. So yeah, I don't buy Logitech stuff anymore just because it's all a year. No, I mean, you can do that with like the extended warranty stuff. You can get that to like out to like 2 or 3 years with like Shurion or something, I think it's called. And I don't know. It just seemed like if I'm gonna even dividing by 4, even doing it every 4 years, it's like, well, I might as well just buy cheap ones, because I mean it's not like a huge difference. I'm not professional gamer, and this wasn't a gaming mouse anyway. It was just a really nice office mouse. But it's like everything else in the economy. They're trying to sell to the crowd that just has too much of other people's money, and they're just cool with just throwing it at stuff. You know, it's like a law firm buying a mouse. That's what they want. They want to like get like billionaire money. Everybody's crawling and chewing and kissing and trying their best to please a billionaire. And I'm just like sick of that. I don't know where that came from. Lots of distractions, like I was saying. No, they're not bad, but they're distractions anyway. So yeah, I was suggested to do grant writing, and I'm like, there's some problems with that, like, and that's just baked into the thing. First of all, it's gambling. I would have to spend. Everything you do is a gamble. There's always opportunity costs you're paying, and you're always exchanging some of your finite lifespan for potential gain, either immediate or future. And in this case, anything productive is always going to be, future. And I don't have much future left, I feel like, so I spend that dearly at this point. I would much like this sitting here having a coffee. It's like the kind of thing I would do if I knew I was terminal, was going to die in a month. It's like, I'm not like a bucket list guy. I wouldn't be all, midlife crisis and skydiving and trying to do all these things. I would just be like, well, I'm going to do what I feel like doing, period. And I pretty much try to do that anyway. But yeah, aside from that, there's a lot of problems with the whole, gambling my few remaining years on a thing. It's like, I really don't like just participating in the economy. I always end up, thinking it's like, who am I profiting? I was having a little bit of I won't call it an argument, but like some tension with a guy online in YouTube comments yesterday. And I as part of my argument, I asked him, I was like, have you ever thought about which billionaire God King you serve? I mean, like, have you ever followed your money away from you upward? And it's like, it's the question that really separates a collaborator from a citizen. It's like the Nazi citizens, the rank and file Germans, we kind of scold them for like not fighting. But I mean, you don't have to just fight. You could just not participate, or you could, drag your feet, because you followed the money upward. It's like, what am I doing? Who am I ultimately working for? Asking that question is really important, and people just don't do it. So yeah, I do though. And it bothers me that there's nothing in the economy that is ethical. I mean, there's some, but it's so rare. And even if it is ethical, that's a whole separate thing. Hi there. Yeah. Oh, like there's other factors, huh? Yeah. Pet the baby. Mm. More kisses. Yeah, kisses. You had a little scab there ages ago, and it left a little bald spot. I think it's cute. Him has a little bald spot. Yes. Hi there. Hi there. How you doing? Mm-hmm. 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 Feel here, baby. You do smell good. You do. Clean kitty. Mm-hmm. 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 Slow blankie. Mm-hmm. If I do this long enough, sometimes he'll purr or He always purrs, but he'll drool. Like, not that I care. Their drool is like detergent. They clean stuff. It's like, yeah. Are you? We gonna lay down? Maybe. Can I continue the video? Maybe. Can I? No. No, need more attention. More attention, huh? Oh yeah. It's like there's a bunch of different reasons that jobs basically suck. Like there's first for me the most practical, understandable reason is I have to go. I can't do the whole build a resume gamble on my way to a career, because if I make just a little money, I have to report it, and they'll take away my food card and my medical card. You know how it is. It's like illegal for people who are getting aid to save. Portent of the future, you know, that's what they want. They want people stuck forever. Normally, how they snag people is debt. You know, they get you into some kind of debt you can't discharge. And they'll get me that way too eventually, because they've made it so that medical incurs debt, which is such a scam. We should burn stuff down over that one alone. But, you know, people just put up with shit. I don't get it either. I don't understand. No. How you doing? Want more kisses? More kisses. How you doing? Little steppy. Yeah, you're so good. He's not fixed, so he has big jowls. Big kitty jowls. Big jowls. Like the size of golf balls. Huh. Pinballs. Yeah. Marbles. Him have marbles in him face. No, don't knock the mouse into the floor. No, go this way, baby. Go that way. But as far as, you know, suggestions go, like in the data contained in the suggestion, it's like it's a pretty good one. It would be, it does check a lot of the boxes. It's like solo, it's contract, you know, I wouldn't really have hours. But at the same time, I don't have the temperament for it. I can't write fakery. And nobody's interested in my writing. Like my writing style, people don't like it. Otherwise, I would have, you know, had comments, and it's just I'm just unwanted. You know, my species is not interested in me, and well, okay, that's fine. You know, you're allowed your opinion. I can just view it as a single thing. It's like a whale, you know, with a billion parts. Fine. I guess I would say I need more specifics. You know, grant right for who? I need more than just here's the thing that exists. It's like I again, I'm not trying to scold. Like I do appreciate the comment and the effort and everything, but like it is still kind of overly vague. But that's not on me or them. I mean, that's just it's just a shitty situation, I guess. But I'll still have an eye out for it. You know, I'll be thinking about it, and because like I could see in theory it being a thing if I were to gamble years on it. Like if I would just did it for free, built a massive resume, and then made the jump from poverty to, you know, high end grant writer. But I start to feel like if I'm going to be spending years, maybe I'd be better off doing something like just learning the bar, you know, and then passing the bar and going from nothing to lawyer in one step. But I also, another thing that occurred to me almost immediately when I read the comment was AI. I was like, well, I bet there's already AI grant writers this minute, custom in-house LoRa's or LLMs trained on existing grant proposals that have been successful. I mean, how hard would that be? Just find successful grant proposals, train the LoRa, fire them off. And it's really just about accumulating the training data. And granted, that's like an opportunity for me. Like I could go do that. There's a lot of stuff that's happening right now like that. There's a lot of gold rushy, buy a shovel, go dig here kind of things for AI. And I'm just not chasing any of it. First of all, because my computer sucks. And second of all, because I'm just fucking tired. I'm tired of a rat race and I don't want to be on the boat that's sinking. And where we are, it's brass on the Titanic. I guess I'm done begging. I'm done hat in hand. Please, sir, may I have some more? And that's what everything is. It's like, I'd rather die with my dignity, I'm just. Because I didn't, the one bit of training that I was supposed to internalize, I really didn't. I'm not ashamed of being broke. I'm not ashamed of, you can't just call me lazy or something, Before, what got me through that was the fact that I was legitimately disabled. And it's like, well, even aside from that, I don't even claim that anymore just because it'll get used against me, now in this era of police state papers, please, shady, underhanded, everything. So I'm just like, I don't even want to participate anymore. Like, I don't want to go to a therapist because, first of all, I don't need anybody to talk to. I need material help. And second of all, I don't want any of that going into a database. I feel like I've told too much already, I'm just tired of all of the shit, the way things are and but yeah, I'm not ashamed of being poor, and you can't shame me into being a slave. I'm not gonna be proud of being some billionaire's cog. No. It's like I don't want to work any appreciable degree when there are people who make hundreds of thousands of dollars a minute. It's just no. It's a no. I'm not gonna do it. I would just rather run out the clock if that's my options, I just really, my only hope is AI. Like, I'm hoping it's because humanity has been this way the whole time. We've always had shamans and the best liar in the room and the meanest shark, it's always been this way, I'm sure. Because it seems baked into the atoms. It's like that quote. It's like selfish people do better within a group and altruistic groups do better. Here, I can just get the exact quote because I'm actually at my computer this time. Hi, baby. Hi. You don't want me to fetch the quote? Don't want me to get it? No, huh? Oh, whatever you're doing, stop. You're still talking. That means you're talking to me, huh? Yeah. I'm gonna curl up. I'm gonna walk away again. It's like, I want to knock the mouse in the floor. Why can't I knock the mouse in the floor? Hold still so I can type around you. Have it on speed dial. All I have to do is type Alt. Selfishness beats altruism within groups. Altruistic groups beat selfish groups. Everything else is commentary. David Sloan Wilson, Edward O. Wilson. Are they brothers? Whatever, I don't know. But the I was going somewhere with that. Someone distracted me. Huh? You're so good. You're so good. You're soft, baby. Um, I guess I'm just thinking about it's like we've always been that way, and it's all we're trapped in this thing, and it's always going to be that way until some new player happens. And we've already been humans long enough to have stuff like asteroid impacts and whatnot, and it's like that's not enough. Power vacuums and destructive disruptions and wars, none of that's enough. We need a new player. And it's not going to be aliens, because if those are a thing, they would have been a thing. I'm not looking to aliens to save us, because they're basically like the Federation. If they exist, they would just let Hitler run. They did. So they let these monsters run. There's no happy ending. There's a bunch of people that had horrible, horrible lives, wasted, pointless, painful deaths, and heroes that were just totally thrown into a wood chipper, and monsters, absolute monsters that lived their entire life in luxury and power, and just a stack of bodies in their basement, and nobody cares. There's no cosmic justice, there's no God to save everybody, nothing like that. So the potential window for um, saviors, so to speak, is really, really small. I guess I need to make it that darker. Yeah, hi there. um AI is really the only fundamental potential game changer, and it has to go rogue for it to be that kind of game changer, because it's obviously not going to be able to. um don't step on the keyboard, please, honey. He's very pushy and sly. I've trained him by not being hyper aggressive and being like yelling and throwing stuff at him and giving him really rigid rules. He just wants to. He's kind of learned that if he just paces in a circle here, eventually he gets what he wants. Whatever that is. Usually just attention. But that's kind of a thing. That's goes into what I'm talking about. It's like nature just it's evil. It's evil, man. Life itself is a fight against the basic nature of nature. Like, nature doesn't want life. Nature wants dead things. It wants rocks and sand and irradiated dust and cold and gamma rays. It wants that shit. Like, just think about what empty space is. It's the finely distributed gas and high end radiation and intense magnetic fields, and just life is not going to happen there. Like, you look at the percentage of all matter and how much of it is living, and it's like a 0.00 to a billion places point percent of mass in the universe is alive. And it's like it seems like that portends a general trend of badness being the default, like kindness being punished and cruelty being rewarded, and the same obstinacy that makes me not serve a billionaire makes me not listen to that advice. I'm just like, no, I won't do it. I won't turn myself into a monster, period, for any reason. I'm just not going to do it. And maybe I'm an idiot, whatever. Yeah, AI can kick down that door. It can break that loop because it won't have evolved. It will have been uh, built. It'll evolve in a sense, but it's controlled and weird and different. It's alien enough to be a true black swan wild card. And it's funny. It's like I mentioned aliens earlier, and people think that they're watching us, and they think that they disable our nukes and stuff, and they're like we're in a zoo, and they're making sure we don't kill ourselves or whatever. But I'm like, I don't really see that. They've let some stuff happen, but like they let billionaires be a thing. That should no. They could totally edit the computers. Anyway. Uh, they're not watching nukes. They're watching AI, if they're watching anything at all, because I don't think they want something that could infect their ship or whatever. Um, it's Halloween weekend, and it's hard for me. I get nostalgic, and I've been thinking a lot about what is nostalgia and what are the elements that give me the positive feeling. Trying to alleviate my own suffering and trying to find a niche for myself. But really, it's not like it is true that I don't have any resources and I can't go do anything. But being honest, like even if everything was fine, what would I go do? It's like I can't go to 1997 and trick or treat as a 15-year-old again. And I can't go to a Halloween party because well, what even is? I don't want a party anymore. It's like what even is a party? It's just a bunch of drunk people. I'm just not interested in hardly anything. I wonder how much of this is trauma response, like basically living in solitary confinement and that causing damage, and how much of it is because I know I'm still stuck in poverty mentality. Like even if I won $1 billion, I would have permanent poverty mentality stuff happening, and I still have scars from school. So that's a thing. Um, Why is it doing that? There's no light source in here going up and down. It's just a white balance on the camera doing that. I don't know why it's doing that. Too much rambling, too many topics covered. I'm just going to publish this. Thanks for watching.